Alright, hello. I just finished my setup, oops, wrong button, for the Bio for the Masses questline. At least up to the, like, where you finish all the railcraft firebox stuff. And I figured I'd make a video because I saw another one online and it was good, and it helped give me, like, or confirm that what I was doing was right, but it wasn't quite as big as what I wanted to make, so I figured once I finished mine, I'd get a little whirl. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. I'm using the crop manager here, just the LV one. It's pretty inefficient the way I'm using it. Like, I'm pretty sure I could have brought the steam pipe all the way down from underneath and lost only one block. As you can see, I have these torches here, whereas I could cover this top layer in just like a layer of dirt or glass or something if I wanted to look nice, I guess. So by no means is it efficient. The crops are just basic spruce bonsais, and yet I am just constantly filled with spruce wood in the drawers. So despite how awful, horrible this is, like, this could come from the bottom here, this could come from the top, but it literally just doesn't matter. These produce so much. Sorry, I did cough. These just produce so much wood. It isn't important. I thought about doing the oak trees for the apples, but I just didn't want to deal with the extra like output. I might swap it later, but whatever. Not a big deal. As you can see, the only reason this is stalled is because this is just filled with fucking wood and it can't get pulled out. So that's the only issue. Again, I just have these. This is just whatever. Like, you can see I have these for no reason. I was just using whatever pipes I could as I got it set up. I have a bit of an iron tank here as a steam buffer. I have some coal boilers. I don't use too much. The main thing I use are some advanced solar boilers up on the roof here. I've got about 7 advanced ones and 1 simple one. This is my first playthrough, so I'm just kind of following the quest lines. So not doing everything super efficiently, but it's okay. So steam's going from there. It does not use that much. It's been running pretty fine just with this, and obviously these are all like completely backed up because everything is filled, and the coke ovens over here just don't use that much. So quick reminder for the chest, right? It recommends either cut them down, use a crop manager. I thought the crop manager would be more fun. Definitely don't have to use it right away. It's probably better to do this, at least a small version of this first, just because making the crop manager is kind of annoying. Like, the robot arm sensors is just kind of annoying before you have some LV machines. So I would recommend getting some assemblers, basic machine, wire mills, whatever, before you start worrying about this. You can set up in advance. I can still put all these garden soils. I should mention this is garden soil. You can jump on it. It doesn't need water or anything like that, so pretty convenient, but mobs can spawn it with the crop sticks, so you do have to light it up, or because I can show you down here on the first level, right? This is close enough that it fills it up. The quest book is pretty... Quest book, if you look at all the wikis, pretty clear. This hovers like 5 blocks up and down, so it'll get those crops just below, and I could do one more layer, but again, like, I just don't need to, so I'm not gonna waste my time and energy. So that's that. Super simple to get that set up. This has a conveyor on it. I was using transfer node. I was worried it was a bit too slow. Again, I don't think it really matters. The coke ovens go through it so slowly that it's just really not that important. But I have a large 10 item pipe. The reason I have the large 10 item pipe, I don't know if I have it anywhere. An item pipe right here is because they do 1 stack every second, and the conveyor right here is 1 stack every 20 seconds as well. And so only does 1 stack every 20 seconds, whereas this does a stack every second. For large item pipe. And the reason that that's important is because when I was using just these little ones, it would just miss when this tried to output sometimes. So this way, this guarantees that I always get the stack being pulled, and the little ones can just pull out a large item pipe and put it here. So just a little bit of a efficiency increase there. I think the transfer node will probably be fine. It's not that big a deal. Similar thing here, like, I just used a hopper because the conveyors won't pull out of here. Like, you can't connect the conveyors to drawers, and you can't put them on the item pipes because they don't import, at least not LV. So I just have a hopper going to the large item pipes. Again, probably not super, like, not the most efficient. I could probably use smaller item pipes here, but it's whatever. All the coke ovens here, again, as you can see, they're just like maxed out on wood everywhere. I do have 19, as the quest book says. I don't know where. I think it's just this one, right? Yeah, 19 coke ovens. That's what I got. This is just my old iron tank, like one of my original ones. I think the one over there is my original one that I upgraded or expanded. This one I made just for creosote, and then now I'm using it to hold the creosote for all of these guys. Again, I highly recommend getting a little bit more into LV before doing this. The nice part about the coke oven bricks, though, is that you can make them in the alloy smelter. Super easy, just clay and sand. You can mine that so easily out in the world, especially once you get the excavator. Excuse me, sorry, I'm have to cough a lot right now. In terms of, so getting the creosote out, so again, large knotted pipe, it just goes down. You can connect it anywhere and automatically import, so I think the top level just goes like straight through them all, if I remember right. Sorry, things are a little cluttered here. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, it just goes through, and then the second layer, these are also the item pipe. You can pop down here. Oh, hope not trapped. There we go. You can see if we go all the way down to the bottom layer. Oh, if I get there. There we go. Again, that's the large item pipe that's giving charcoal. Or wood, sorry, right? It's just importing it right there. Okay, you just connect it with the wrench. Nothing important, nothing fancy, I should say. It is important, just not fancy. Going back to, oh gosh, can I even get back up there? So that goes in there super easily. So that's the only input, which is super nice. So pretty much the entire like challenge is one. Obviously, let me turn on some of this, making sure they're chunk aligned. I keep my base chunk loaded, so maybe this isn't super necessary, but I figured not worth it to risk it, so I just did 3 layers. I want to do 2 rows because I figured that would split the wood the easiest, especially at the start. But again, as I found, like you get so much that it really like just doesn't matter. So not that big a deal. You can just like run it down, have multiple rows. If you don't want to do like so much verticality like here, it's totally fine. So after that, let's talk about, so now I have to get the charcoal out. We can get the charcoal out using hoppers underneath. You can have them on any block. I kind of put them in the middle at the start because I was dumb and not thinking, and also just kind of like the way it looked. Then down here, I was running iron pipes, so I decided to be a little bit more efficient, just put them on the edge, which is what you should probably do, because I think it looks good there anyway. So that just pulls it out automatically, and then they get sent up top here. I guess I'll run back over that way. Sorry if I'm flying around. I got the piston boots on, so I'm jumping everywhere. Back into this drawer, currently it is automatically getting pulled into this compressor. That's just stealing some steam from the steam boiler once I kind of got it going. Compress into charcoal blocks, which should make it a little bit more efficient. Yeah, this thing is still slowly heating up. Ugh. The solid fuel one is definitely not as good as this, it seems, but not a big deal. So it comes over to here. Again, before I was just using regular charcoal, or actually, sorry, I should say, part of the quest here is the blocks. I was just kind of manually pulling it into this multi-block compressor over here. As I got it, just to complete the quest, because why not? Get a free loot bag. Not really necessary. And then once I got it set up, I put the little compressor, steam turbine, just to run the compressor, and then just to make it a little bit more efficient. And then it's been slowly heating up. As you can see, like something's burning right now. Eventually, one of these will fucking finish and give me another 9. Looks like it did just finish one, and that's what it's burning, maybe. It goes pretty quick, but yeah, eventually it'll heat up and be more efficient. So, anyway, back to this. So that's where the charcoal goes. The creosote's a little bit trickier because the best way to do it is using these Tinker's faucets, which we can see right here. The seared faucet is just 5 seared bricks. I'm not gonna bother showing it to you. The annoying part is they don't automatically output, but with a redstone signal they do. But you can't just have it on; it has to repeat or be on a clock. So easiest way is this clock formation right here. I just looked this up. I can't remember. I didn't bother. There's like a redstone clock block, but it's kind of annoying to craft. Like, I just didn't want to build this fucking stupid clock thing, all these gold bolts. I just can't be bothered. So this is free. It requires 4 redstone torches, it's some redstone, and just a building block. So there's a block down there in the middle. There's 4 redstone torches on either side, so there's 2 more kind of under there where you can't see. Redstone in the middle. Just due to the way the redstone torches power this block, and this powers the redstone dust. Redstone dust then powers the block beneath it. And then because this block is powered, it turns the torches off, turning the redstone off, turning them back on and on. You use 4 of them. I'm pretty sure it's just like a consistency thing. It has something to do with the tick speed of the game. So I would just use 4. You can maybe get by with less, but excuse me, you risk it not working at some point or breaking randomly, which I don't want to do. So I'm just using 4. Easy peasy. Okay. They'll just go down this here into the wooden fluid pipes. I actually do have a wrench. Yeah, can just right click these. As long as they're within 1 block, it'll just like automatically go down. There's no like visual or anything, but it works. So actually, sorry, I believe there actually is a visual, but it might be a certain amount, so I don't know if we'll be able to actually like see it going. I just have like 1 pipe this way, 1 pipe this way. The similar thing is kind of going everywhere else. It's a little bit trickier because just with all the item pipes going everywhere and these pipes going into that buffer tank, kind of had to move them around. But again, simple, just move the redstone dust everywhere and have everything just be ticking and pulling across. Like I think here, it's like here the pipes are right here. Again, the redstone dust powers whatever is the block beneath it. Because that block is being powered on and off, this will automatically go. Just a free, cheap clock, so super nice. And then I guess I can show you the very bottom layer. I made a little stairwell here. Again, not super important, but again, it's just a the wooden hoppers go into here. Use the faucets here. I might add another one, another coke oven here if I feel like it, but this should be fine. The quest book even says this gives you like 2 amps worth of medium voltage, so this should last me fucking more than enough, more than I need. I've got a little buffer tank here. It's like a 3x3x4 or something. I don't know. Nothing important. It's just slowly building up creosote. I think this is slowly gaining over time. Partially because I'm not actually using the steam here for anything, so there's nowhere for it to go other than to just power the compressor, making more charcoal blocks. Oops. I just want to check over here to see if there's anything in there. There is not. But it has been getting some heat, so slowly. I thought about just using those coal coke blocks, and I might do that, but I just don't want to waste the steam because there's no reason to. This is perfectly renewable. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there. Yeah, then we have this monstrosity, the divided by 1,000. So this is like 10,368 buckets of steam basically. This is the max size, 9x9x8. So it's 9 this way, 9 down that way, then 8 tall. Got the little window here, mostly for the aesthetic. Although it is nice to be up here and just be able to quickly see if it's full or not, or if it's like, you know, slowly decreasing or anything like that. I do have a tank valve here. I got two tank valve here. I got one underneath it, though I haven't actually dug it there yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to use that or not. I need to look into if I have to use electric pumps or not. The only weird thing is just getting into the boiler tanks all output automatically. So I just have a couple tank valves right here. You can just barely see it there in the bottom right. So you just cook the large bronze fluid pipes up and all the way output into here. Remember, the steam is hot. I used wood first time it blew up, so I got lucky nothing destroyed. But yeah, super simple setup. Probably a bit overkill. Like if I was doing things super efficiently, I'd probably just rush the Twilight Forest and just spam out a bunch of advanced solar boilers. But this is a cool project. Hopefully this will help someone else who's kind of struggling with it as they kind of figure out the pack and all that good stuff. So yeah, it was fun. I would recommend it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this top layer. I'm probably just going to leave it blank, honestly. If I want to do another crop manager, I'll just make another one and do it a little bit better. Excuse me, do a little more efficiently. So yeah, hopefully that helped. I can't think of anything else really. Otherwise, yeah, just make sure like the steam mill block's super nice, the LV machines just help you make all like the tank parts. Like they take forever. Like I got the healing axe because while I was waiting for like the tank walls to be built in the assembler, I just ran around looking for like the obsidian ritual things until I found the division sigil things. So yeah, it takes a bit of time, but it's probably worth it. Should last a while. So yeah.